Today, Real Madrid made a statement to the world that regardless what situation in the league, what position they are a totally different team in Champions League. And they made this statement by beating world's so-called best team by 5-2. As we have a lot of points to discuss today. So let's quickly react to CBS Sports analysis.
That Liverpool game, because Jamie, your former club, we asked you before the game had started, on the back of those couple of positive results that we'd seen for Liverpool, did that now mean that they had turned the corner? You were cautious in your answer. Does that now feel like a resounding answer?
Yeah, it was nonsense, absolute nonsense that Liverpool back in the last two games. And that's why I was cautious before the game. They played against an Everton team, one of the worst performances I've seen in a derby game from an Everton team who did nothing. Because Liverpool right now, and not right now, all season, as I said before, have been an absolute shambles defensively. Now, this team had a great defensive record last season, but we know the midfield doesn't have the energy anymore. The attacking players in the front three don't press like, or certainly don't have the cohesion that was there before with maybe a Firmino and a Mane. So they're new to it, Nunes and Gakpo. So this Liverpool defence now, who we've been told for years have got some of the best players in the world, can't cope. Because for years they've had a front six in front of them who probably worked harder and smarter than any other team in world football. And now that's gone. It's completely fell apart. But Liverpool are 8th in the Premier League. They've just been battered 5-2 in the Champions League. I know it's Real Madrid, but these are the two teams who were in the final last year. It's not acceptable what we're watching this season. And we keep looking for reasons and excuses. But no, it's nowhere near good enough.
Absolutely. From Liverpool's perspective, it's not acceptable because they were in the final. So many pundits, all the English media pundits, everyone was claiming that Liverpool was still the best team in the world. In fact, I have made numerous reaction videos about those videos that they are not the best team because they haven't won the Champions League, not even the league. How come they be the best team? But if you see today's performance, first 15 minutes, if you see Liverpool's performance, wow, I'm like, this is the Liverpool I am really scared of. But even though we considered 2 goals in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I was so optimistic. And our midfield's pretty good. Our attack is fantastic. It's just a matter of time that we will score. And Vinicius Jr., despite so many criticisms, even from a lot of Madridistas, this guy is a big match player. This guy never stops running. This guy never stops creating chances. He plays for this batch, for Real Madrid. And what a goal. I'm speechless. Like, he had 4 or 5 players in front of him. And he had to crawl that to the perfect position to score that goal. That is Vinicius Jr. Whenever Real Madrid scored that goal, it was just a matter of time that Real Madrid will come back.
So, Thierry, to what extent do you look at this game and think that Liverpool were that poor, or was it just that Real Madrid were outstanding tonight?
I know Henry will be diplomatic because his friends are in the studio, but let me answer these questions. I think it's both. Liverpool was poor at the same time. Real Madrid was fantastic. Like, at times, the way Real Madrid was playing, am I like, is Real Madrid playing like one of the best team in Premier League? Or they're playing the 28th team of Premier League? Like, they were toying with the ball. Even young players like Camavinga, Fede Valverde, Modric, they're literally toying Liverpool.
First and foremost, I sympathize with Jamie because when you look at your team getting battered like that, you know, the way he speaks, he goes above and beyond because he's hurt, because he's a Liverpool fan. Now you need to go back to the truth. You conceded against Brentford too many goals for my liking. You conceded against Wolverhampton too many goals for my liking. Brighton, so let alone when you're going to play against Real Madrid. But I wanted to know where they were. And I saw a fragile team, more than fragile. I'll tell you why. You were 2-0 up. That's exactly the start that you would like to have against a Madrid team, against any team in Europe at Anfield. And they couldn't even keep that. Yes, Alisson Becker made a mistake, but they didn't bail him out. Thibaut Courtois makes a mistake. That's a big team. They bailed him out. And yes, with the help of some movements or not of the Liverpool players, but they are fragile. something needs to change, and I don't think Klopp needs to go. That's not what I'm saying. But some of the players don't have the level anymore to play for Liverpool, and it happens sometimes to the best. To me, happened to you, Jamie, happened to Micah. I think it's the end of an era, and it's been for a little while. Like that this season, it's the end of an era, and it happens. And I'm not having a go at Liverpool, but you have to call. We say in France, a cat a cat. You see a cat, it's not a dog. You have to call it. They ate. They're not playing well. They're conceding a lot. We all love what they did recently, but you also have to say when some things are not going right, and it is not going right. And, you know, it's a tough one when I look at this and I see Liverpool conceding 5 at home and getting outplayed. When I see a guy like Luka Modric at his age getting that ball and just bursting through the midfield like they were not there, and passing the ball to Vinicius Junior to Benzema and toying with the goalkeeper. I just think that is not good enough. That team gave us so much joy throughout the years, but right now they're not. So they need to reinvent themselves and make sure that they can keep their head up until the end of the season.
So as you can see, most of the post-match analysis, they focus why Liverpool did not do well, not why Real Madrid did so well. Let's talk about the chance creation of Real Madrid. Let's talk about the players' performance of Real Madrid. What they did better than Liverpool. Let's talk about those. But they didn't even focus on that. Also, I think this is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, Liverpool conceded 5 goals in Champions League history. In fact, before the match, they were so cocky. Like Jamie Carragher said that Real Madrid is the most luckiest team in the world in Champions League history. This guy was talking nonsense before the match. After the match, all is gone. Talk is cheap. Real Madrid doesn't talk. Real Madrid only shows on the pitch. They do the work on the pitch. They don't like to talk. That's what a real team does. That's why Real Madrid is the most successful club in football history.
But you expect that. It's a European night. You've got to get after Real Madrid. You're 2-0 up. But listen, I know where you're coming from. The big worry for me was second half, you're attacking the Kop on a European night. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing. No energy, no goal, no scrambles. There was nothing there. It just looked broken to me. And
To be fair, in second half, everything worked for Real Madrid. Everything did not work for Liverpool. Real Madrid had, I think, better game plan in second half. Anyway, let's talk about the things that changed the game flow. First of all, Real Madrid conceded first goal. I think, Real Madrid could do better defensively. However, I think that's a good team goal by Liverpool. Second goal is a gift by Courtois. As much as we hate those moments, it happens in football times to time. We just have to forgive Courtois for what he has done so far for our team. 2-0, well, fine. Then another important moment we have to think of. One of the reasons why Real Madrid was struggling at first half was David Alaba. The battle between David Alaba and Salah was mismatch. Like every battle, Alaba was losing against Salah. And somehow, Alaba got injured. And that became blessing in disguise. I hate to say it. In fact, after Nacho came, Salah was neutralized. Now, if you go back and check Nacho's left pocket, there's another guy named Mohamed Salah in his pocket. Overall, I think that change made the whole difference. So next 20 minutes, they discuss all about Liverpool, nothing about Real Madrid.
If we can just hold this here. So you have the first 2 players closest to the goal, if you like. So I think it's Robertson and Jordan Henderson. Then you've got Joe Gomez and Nunes. Now, in a normal free kick, if that ball goes over Jordan Henderson's head, Gomez will head it away. But in a situation like this, any ball over Joe Gomez's head will be the goalkeeper's. So you have to use your own initiative. The manager can't do everything for you. Now, Joe Gomez and Nunes need to be at least 1 yard higher.
Let's pause it here. This is important goal for Real Madrid. So if you look at the line of Liverpool, I mean, I can see that. I cannot show the video, but if you see the video of highlights of their post-match analysis, Militao literally knows that he will come forward. His body language says so. And Modric knows that Militao will come. And what I like about this set piece is that it was pre-planned. This is what I would like to see more often. That make more pre-planned set piece and utilize those. So let's quickly go through our players' performance today. First of all, Courtois, I mean, it's a bad day, one bad moment that happens, it's gone. But the players I like defensively, Militao, Rudiger was very solid. Nacho was fantastic. Like, I think full defense was pretty good, especially Militao, Rudiger, and Nacho. They were amazing. And then Camavinga, like first 15 minutes, he was shaky, which is understandable. Like, he's really young, 2 years old. But after that moment, he grew up. Like, amazing performance, like calm, composed, dominating performance. Like, he literally controlled the midfield. And then our youngest player in the squad, Luka Modric, the best midfielder today at midfield. Like, the way he was playing, he was everywhere. I'm like, come on, Modric. You couldn't do that at this age. Come on. How do you do this? Like, where do you get the stamina from? Another impeccable performance by Luka Modric. And then Fede Valverde. What a player. Every touch he touched, every energy you can see at midfield. He was exuding confidence, aggression at midfield. And then Vinicius Jr., simply man of the match today. Unless it's for his amazing goal, would not probably make a comeback today. Like, that was so needed. We needed early goal after conceding 2 goals. And Vinicius Jr. is the reason of our comeback today. 2 goals, 1 assist. You cannot get better than this. And Benzema, the backbone of our attack. Like, every time he plays for Real Madrid, our attack is different. Like, our attack knows where to go, when to make the run, when to pass. Because he makes easier for his teammates by his intelligence. And second goal of Benzema, oh my god, what an amazing goal, what a composure. And then Rodrigo attacking was, I'll be honest, I wasn't satisfied at all by his performance, but only attacking wise. But if you take away attacking performance, if you focus whole performance, I think he had decent game. Defensively, he helped a lot, and also he did a lot of key passes. I think he could do better, but not the worst. But it was overall acceptable performance. Anyway, it was really, really exciting and great match for every fans, even for the neutrals, especially first half, and second half was like heaven, blissful moments for every Real Madrid fans. We deserve this. We were looking for this moment. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about today's performance.